Hello, greetings. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. Back on Hangouts, as you can, if you haven't noticed. So, without further ado, we'll just get started. So, do what we normally do. A little bit of messages in the beginning, then we'll go into Q&A. One thing about Zoom is like, at least when I'm talking, I can see myself. In Zoom, here I can see myself. Over there, I just see myself in a corner. It's very bizarre. So anyway, so this is nice to be able to see what I'm looking at instead of looking all over the place. So, I did a live stream yesterday. It kind of broke up at the end of it, the middle of it. Working on that possibly after this if I have any energy. Trying to do a live stream without having everyone's logo all over the place. So I think I found something that might work. So yeah, well, it's a work in progress. All right, so here we go. Blessings, and see you guys later. Blessings to you. I am Noah, the figure that is in your Bible, where much of my journeys have been erased from your Bible, and that tells you cannot trust everything that you read. Talk about censorship. Especially when the word about the world flooding. Well, understand when you're by a flood, it does feel like the entire world is flooding. Your entire world is flooding. So yes, the earth did go through many changes, yes. But a simple flood that you see in your day and age, some will call that the flood of the age, but also as much in the scripture that was meaningless. And that is why I'm here today, is that realize history can be easily rewritten. Even with your internet age, I can easily be rewritten. So trust the soul, basically. What are you receiving? Especially you'll see alternative knowledge of your histories. That is told to you. Right now, you're experiencing that now, isn't it? You're connecting more to your angels and aliens or whatever it is. That is not taught to you on this planet now, is it? So you're rewriting your own self, your own point of view. Yes, the system here has a certain way they want you to be, and that is lost. As you start finding yourself, then they get worried. I should know that. Why do you think they erased most of me from the Bible, which is fine because much of it would have been correct anyway if they did keep me in there as it should have been. So at this time, as you rewrite yourself, there's much more to be brought in. You will see your future differently, of course. You're now also, many of you, not all, but many of you are seeing it, trying to be the person you wish to be without negativity crawling all over you. And the ones that lead us here are watching you carefully. They watch everyone, but those that are not part of their system any longer, they try to manipulate you back into their clan, but notice that does not work too well. And some of you have had actual experiences with that. That's one of the reasons why I'm here. Blessings and good day. Greetings. We are with the Tree Collective. Yes, we are watching you, but not the way you might think. We are assisting you. And you are assisting us also. You are keeping us alive, giving us purpose by letting us be a part of your life, such as the healing, teachings. Why do you think it rains sometimes? Some of you ask for the rain, and we are hearing it. Sometimes that's not always the case. Sometimes there's much there to block that, but weather patterns are built by you, but weather comes from you to us, to the earth, and so on. And many of you are connected to the elementals, and many, where else do you find an elemental? Usually by a tree. Normally, but they're everywhere. But normally, you go to a forest or a park to find your elemental friends for healing purposes. And many will realize, oh, how do I heal this? How do I heal that? To go to a doctor. Well, we are doctors. Nature is a doctor. You will relearn that. Some do not feel like a full healing, but to be surprised, you do receive a healing, but eventually you will be fully healed once you understand how to connect to our vibrations. Right now, there's a very low third density vibration. That's why you need a being like your Yeshua and others that know how to activate their power with our power to heal. So send you love. And we are listening if you wish to connect to us. Greetings. I am Buddha. Blessings. Yes, I am here. Some are asking me to make my next appearance, so here I am. Yes, meditation is very healing. There are different forms of meditation. It could be anything, but the idea to connect to your meditated form is to ask first to forgive yourself and ask for forgiveness, especially those that you are having a grudge with, that you can't get them out of your mind. Ask them for forgiveness through your spiritual energies. You'd be surprised what change that will bring, especially through divorces that are happening on this world and things of that sort. It's causing a lot of friction, where the mind cannot think clearly, is little grudges that everyone has among each other. Yes, I want to also mention, yes, your elite system here, those people you cannot see, or at least they're involved with your world, but your shadow elites, whatever they call themselves. They're not, these are the little people compared to what is out there, just to let you know. So meaning that you can reverse a lot of their negativities if you understand it. Some feel like, oh, it's the elite, they are better than me. Think again. They're not that powerful. They think they are, but they are not. And that's one of the reasons I'm here, to reverse a lot of that thinking that someone is above you. Not at all. You are all equal, is realizing that and connecting to it. Forgiving yourself is a big part of it. Finding self-love. You will find that once you forgive yourself, because usually many still say, oh, I forgive myself, but then they kind of forget about it and give that up and have a grudge against themselves again. It happens all the time. Finding the soul. Your true meaning is you being you. It's like, what is my meaning of being here? It is just you being here. And whatever it is that brings fire to you, excitement, that is your meaning. So I'm here to assist. I am happy to connect to you whenever you are ready.
Thank you, Buddha, for coming in.
Yes.
Be the Buddha. Okay. First up is Emmy.
Hello.
Hi, Buddha. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Well, my first question is, what advice do you have for me on my path?
But yes, you're going through a lot of self-healing from what I see. So never forget this moment. It doesn't seem like you're taking a break from your life also, from the stress. So you're just having a moment of me right now. So right now is just your senses will open up more. The more you believe that you are following your path, I believe more of your senses will. Many beings are around you that you do not have to remember, because some of them do seem a little bit strange. But basically, it's your alien friends. Some do look a little bit bizarre. That's why not everyone sees everything. It's like, there's only so much I want to see. But depending on what you want to allow in your visualization, I imagine that will bring. I do see a lot of birds around you. So that is my message.
Thank you. And do my guides, Montezuma and Anya, have anything for me?
All they show me is a stew, and you're building up your life. They do see you having a group in your future time, expressing what you are seeing, telling people, teaching others. This could be 5 to 10 years in your future, but this is what they are saying. So you are building up to that, if you wish to connect with that at all, but they are showing it. As their
Thank
message.
you so much.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. Much love.
Okay, so David sent a question, and he's willing to give up his 2 questions for Ria, R-I-A. And her first question is, what is she currently doing now in Astral as we speak, and who is she with or visiting?
moment. Which is with the Arcturians. And then with them wanting healing of herself at this time, also the astral travels, I believe, will begin to become memories. There's a lot of canine beings around her at this time, from what I'm seeing. There are canine Arcturians, and they seem to be the ones that are visiting her at this time. That's the message this time.
Okay, so Ria's second question. Is she up on the main beam ships with the Ashtar Command most nights involved in meetings?
That is one of her visitations. She has many. I do see her connected to her mother a lot. An astral. Funny is her mother shows up as a male figure, showing that masculine side that she much is preferred than the female, which is interesting. So it does seem like the daughter is helping mother understand the feminine, because yes, it's understood, but just having difficulties with it even at her age. But yes, Ashtar Command is, yes, a connection, but there's also other connections that she is not aware of, as you can see. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Humberto.
Ah, Humberto.
Just waiting for him to unmute. Humberto, if you're there, you're next. Okay, so we're going to go on to the next person to stay within time. That's Peter.
Hello, Buddha. Thank you
Yes.
for being here.
Thank you.
Just if you have any messages for me, my path.
Well, your guides say to not to stop being you. There is some silver beings around you, it seems. They are assisting your chakra system, opening you up to other realities. You might get a glimpse of another reality. Once again, I see canine again. They are wishing to make themselves known, but there are other Earth realities, other Earths I believe you will be connecting to when the time is right for you. It will help open you up because you're very much involved with other Earth realities, and that will come more into focus.
Wow.
Yes.
Because I have seen some weird things, like one of my cousins could sing really well.
Yes.
And that might have been another reality.
Yes, it was. Yes.
Okay, so that makes sense. Just a question about when I meditate. Sun gaze, but I don't look at the sun, and I have a lot of stuff I do. But sometimes I open my eyes and I see it's like a mist everywhere. And one day in the mist, I saw a little dragon. It was like a body, like a Chinese dragon, like a body of a snake with a dragon head with yellow eyes. And I'm just want to know what I'm seeing into, or is that fourth density or astral, or?
That is fourth density. That is, yes, another reality where a dragon world, it seems like you are connecting to. A dragon world where you have a aspect at this time. We look at your hands, you see dragon arms, a humanoid mostly. But you're bringing a lot of that knowledge into this reality. It does seem, you see the Asians have many dragons around them. Because at one time they were a heavy presence in Asia at one time. And I believe you can channel their energies as for, they lifted the heart, and they also cleared out a lot of negativity, such as the manipulations. Now after they left, many manipulations came back. They were teaching the Asian population how to handle the manipulations. But once they left, much of the teachings were lost. So for your connection, I believe much of this will come back to you. What their message is. They're not giving me any details at this time. They're just letting you know that they are there, but I believe they will come more clearly.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
Much love, blessings.
Much
Thank
love.
you.
Blessings.
Okay, so we're going to try Humberto again.
Hello, I'm here now.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. My first question is, I was listening to a channeler called Barbara Marciniak, channeling Pleiadians. She mentions that dishonest Anunnaki in the past designed religion to divide and confuse people. She mentions Tibetan Buddhism as part of this, but since I've learned so much about myself through Buddhist psychology,
Yes.
and at the same time, I'm planning to move to a Tibetan Buddhist temple called Terra Mandala. I wanted to know, is the Vajrayana Tibetan teachings and practices in the place I'm moving to giving distorted knowledge and practices that service negative Anunnaki agenda?
There are some things that you will be able to pick up on that do not resonate with you, but there is much good there. So what happens there is that they're not letting the body fully connect to spirit. They do to a degree, but they don't. Much of those teachings have been lost. Basically, you find out on your own. So basically, what they're teaching is fine, but I believe you will take it a step further. Basically, you will teach yourself. You will take what they're teaching you and build upon it. And if there's something there that they're teaching you feel that is not right, you can always just, because even those that is not right, you'd be surprised what you can get out of that. So I believe you will be fine.
So would you say there are some practices
Yes.
that are distorted?
Yes, there is. Yes. That's with everything. Yes.
But I'll be able to tell. Okay.
You'll be able to tell exactly. But even something that is not right, you'll be able to make it right. It's like, I'm not sure if I really connect with that. But if I add my own take to that, that feels a lot better. So that's basically how it works.
Okay. What are some things I would gain from doing the Gateway program at that place I told you, Terra Mandala, that I wouldn't get if I practiced by myself the meditations I've learned in workshops in the past?
I believe this will speed up the process. I believe you will learn it eventually. This will teach you new techniques that you've never thought of. So it does have a lot of promise to it, of course. But on your own, I believe it will advance you to connect more to yourself, your soul. But as I said, what they're teaching might not take you all the way to your higher self. That is up for you. But you can use what they're teaching as steps to your higher self. But I believe you can connect to your higher self quite well. But I believe that will help you. What they are doing basically is giving you just ideas to look at yourself differently, basically, as for your meditations at least.
Mm-hmm. Because it's a 10-year program, and I wanted to know if it would help a great deal or just a little.
I believe it will help a great deal.
Okay.
But your own teachings will be added to it. So yes, I believe this will help you. And it's nice to have a community also. It's mostly about the community now, isn't it? I believe that would be very positive.
So bottom line, in the 10-year program would be faster than if I did it by myself, sort of.
It will be helpful. It would be helpful. Then I'd see it would be, yes, it would be very much benefits you.
Great benefit. Okay.
Yes.
I was just looking. It would be great, just a little.
Yes. It would be fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to move on to Daniel.
Hello, Buddha. Thank you for being
Yes.
here.
Thank you.
My first question has to do with how it was interesting. When the instant you mentioned self-love, I felt like something triggered within me, and I felt like some kind of remorse around something. And it's like it feels like it does kind of feed into the idea of why I even seek out partners in such the way that I do to begin with. And I feel like I want to understand that a bit more or find words to express it. What would you be able to tell me about that?
But yes, you had many incarnations with no self-love. But it's like humans on this world. They buy big merchandise, cars, to make themselves look, inferior to others, and inferior, however words yet, to make themselves look big, basically. And you've had lifetimes, I believe you already are aware of some of them, to a certain extent, where self-love was forgotten, but he's like, who needs that? I have all these technologies. I think I have self-love. It's good enough. And that's how humans are right now. But I believe, yes, there's a lot of discovery there that much needed. There's a lot of, you will be able to tap into that. Well, for me going into full detail, some of it, yes, is Anunnaki, and reptilian is usually the ones that feel they have a version of self-love, but it's your self-love, when you discover it, will clear out a lot of this blockage that you're going through.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yes.
My second question has to do with a dream that I had this morning, where I was basically trapped in my room because of my mom's energy kind of keeping me there. I was lucid trying to get out, but I couldn't. And I noticed some weird stuff going on with my hands. Like I felt Lilith come through, and like she created some kind of glove that had like some messages written on like little pieces of paper tied with it. So I took off the glove and began reading through the papers, but I couldn't finish because of I also felt my mom's energy around that too. And I wanted to know, like, what was her message that I couldn't read?
Oh, well, basically you cannot read her energies. You don't understand her. And she's furious at you because of that. But she is not. Yes, I do see that. That's very strong with her. That's very interesting. Yes, that is a part of her. She just don't feel like you understand her. So that's why she's getting the way she is. That's why she has the mood swings and things of that sort. She doesn't feel like anybody understands her also. But she does not let anyone fully understand her as it is. So that is like, I want them to understand me, but there's no way for anyone to understand me.
You're talking about Lilith, my mom, or both?
With your mother, mostly. Well, it's not so much. Mostly mother.
Okay. That had me a bit concerned for a second, but yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Blessings.
Okay, so next up is Kingsley.
Yeah. Greetings.
Yes.
Yeah. Do I have any messages?
Yes, to just be patient, which you already are. You are connected to the. Yes, I believe. One moment. There is a background noise. Yes, your connection to the Pleiadians is helpful, but I believe part of you wants to speed up the process. But right now, you are just to take it easy. They do say take a break also, because sometimes you might be putting too much into it. You're not living as you could be. So, it's good to be concentrating on this, but trying other things also is good. Maybe give what you are concentrating on a slight break, a week break. That's up to you, of course. That is the message.
Okay. My goal is to be advanced like the other ETs. Is there anything I can do?
Yes, to just let it flow. To not think about them as much, or think about yourself. Think about your own abilities, developing, and not worry about the aliens and what they do. The things that you are concentrating on the most, yes, takes time to mother, basically. And you mother many of your abilities at this time. And this will take Right now, there are some blockages around you also, from what I see. And this is reptilian around you that is causing interference, just so you know.
Okay, he got muted. Sorry, continue, Kingsley.
Yeah. I'm kidding.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, that was it, Kingsley?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, then we will move on to Daria, and I'll mute Kingsley if he's not already. Thank you.
Hello, Buddha.
Yes. Greetings.
Hey. So, my first question is, how do we know each other? Or do we have a history or something?
If there's a history, I'm not aware of it.
All right.
You do have a lot of horses around you, from what I see.
Well. Yeah, that I heard.
So that I do see. Yes, horse chameleons, from what I am seeing. They show up as human, but actually they are horse being. You've had a lot of connections with them, causing mischief in your past. Apparently, they have rode right up to you again. Apparently, it seems like you had some ordeal in astral recently. So there's a lot of horse beings around you that is causing. Well, it does seem like they're going to be there for a while. That's what I'm seeing.
Well, okay. That's nice. So, and second is, do you have any messages from a Buddha funny pocket there?
One moment. Only thing I see is your guides pulling your hair at times, trying to get your attention, because you're not always receiving their messages to you. I'm not sure if you call that funny, but
They're not giving. They don't give messages like they used to.
one moment. Well, they say they can't go into details here, but there seems to be something happened in astral that caused a blockage between them and you. That's for you to decipher. I believe it's more of a reptilian being I see that's involved with it. One that's a trickster, an ex-boyfriend of some kind.
Yeah.
What I'm seeing.
Okay.
He has like a raptor face. I know you're looking for something that is comical, but that's all I have at this moment.
I know. I've been having him around lately, so I know it has been like that ever since we broke up, and a few months after that. Yeah.
Yes, he's even showing music. He uses that to coerce you into his magic, whatever it might be.
It's not working. Well, music.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, Stephen.
Hello, Buddha.
Greetings.
Greetings. How are you?
I am doing well.
Thank you. Much love. I had an awesome dream on Sunday when I was at work that it seemed like a glimpse of first contact and how it would go down or something in that nature. Anyways, I was starting out at my house and I just woke up, I believe. I looked outside and I see this huge spherical ship. I mean, this thing took up the whole sky, and it had like little flat pods on the, like each corner, and it was going down, picking up people, and it had like a lime green light that was around the edges of the big mothership. And so eventually it came and picked me up, and I went into the ship, and then I finally got in there. And there's this guy that was there. I started talking to this one dude, asking questions. I asked him if he was Yael, and I believe he said yes. And then I asked a lot of questions to that dude, and I started walking around, and eventually went to him again. He was talking with some lady, and it's like I said, I'll wait. And then I talked with him some more. But anyways, I asked him, like, where's the healing? Like, where can I get healing or whatever? And so I walked around to this other part, and this lady was there. She's like, oh, you got paid for that. I was like, what? And they said, don't mind that. So this old lady said, I'll show you where it is. And there's this elevator, a little small elevator. And it closed and opened and closed or something. And she finally got it right. And she took me down. Pretty far down. It went really fast, dropped really quickly. I thought I was going to give my back, and so we dropped down to this room that had 4 lines, had 4 different lines. It was so interesting. What was so interesting is that the left line, there's just 2 people that were in the line. They were tapping, they were typing like insanely fast. I mean, she was like insanely typing really quickly. And I went to the right lane, and my head was tingling. Before that, I saw a lady that had like a lot of glitter and stuff on her face, and I asked her how she was doing. It seemed like I knew a lot of people in there. Anyways, so I go through the line. They give me like a little sticker on my finger and a pamphlet. And before I go into this room where they were doing the healing, I asked about, so what is this? And they said they just give you tablets. They give you like 8 tablets, and there's this guy, before I went there, he talked with me. He's like, do you know what they do? And he's like, did you read the pamphlet? And I was like, no. And he explained to me, like, yeah, this will extend your life for hundreds of years. These tablets will. So I went into this room, and the bar was full, like, really purple and a lot of rose, and there's a lot of people sitting down. There's little shot glasses that have the tablets in them. And I was like, where do I sit? He's like, sit anywhere. And then I grabbed one of the glasses, and I was about to drink it, and I woke up. I just wonder if I can have more information about that. Thank you.
No moment. Basically, all these events are just basically building up to the timeline when there will be first contact, as you were told. But also, you'll be on those ships for first contact. And you can see everything that was happening in that dream is basically a build-up. The girl typing very quickly is basically them getting data very quickly. Right now, they're getting it right now. They're always, even to the day when that will happen, they're always gathering data. So I believe on these ships, when they do eventually show themselves here to humanity, you will be on one of them. I don't believe it will be a Yael. But right now, it does seem like Yael is the one that brought you this information, though. That is the message at this time.
Sweet, awesome, man. Second question is, just any messages from my galactic family, anybody in general at this time? Thank you.
Yes, what they say is they show reading. It could be on your internet. It could be through a book. It can even be through a video. Well, I believe it would be some kind of, I believe most of it would be reading, though, because even some videos have text. But I believe it would be mostly a kind of reading that will open you up to more. It could even be reading in a dream, but they're showing reading as an opening, meaning it'll take you to another part of yourself. You're still traveling, these dreams are traveling through yourself, your galactic connections. Right now, it does seem like you're very, yes, working with the Pleiadians, so many different beings you are working with at this time to calm down the negativity here, and you're doing well. Many beings will, many humans will pick up on your energy. They already are, to calm down the negativity here. They will look at, they will find you in astral. After your time is gone, when you're left this planet, they will still connect to your energies and ask for assistance. So there's much more to that, but that is just of it. Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. So we're going to go on to the next person. I just have to find it here. It's going to be Michelle.
Blessings, Buddha.
Greetings.
I would just like a message from you first.
Yes, don't sweat the small stuff, which you already do. Because it does seem like many around you trying to get your attention by little things to ruffle your feathers a little bit. It does seem here and there. They're not always aware that they're doing it. You might become more aware of it, that they're unaware of it by they're doing it. Like little things, it does seem like some are doing to ruffle your feathers because they don't know who you are, like a foreigner to them. So these might be not ones that you're close with, but it does seem you've had interactions throughout your life and most likely be able to pick it up. Meaning these are people you've known in other lifetimes that you don't really remember each other. It was like, oh, it's her again, that type of thing. So that's why they kind of ruffle your feathers a little bit if you're ever having a reaction like that. The reason that's coming through, just to let you know, if you look back, if that was helpful at all. It is
Thank you.
helpful to me.
Yeah, I notice it a lot. I would like to get a about my future kind of like Baltimore situation with healing, with regard to healing. Maybe angelics or whoever's helping me on healing journey.
One moment. As for how long are you going to be there, or what is it that you're just...
No, I'm thinking more along the lines of career.
Yes.
Using.
Oh yes, they're showing
Tony.
yoga. They're showing yoga, basically. That's a good place to start. Not to say you have to do yoga, but that is a place to connect with to begin your healing journey, basically. That would be one step. We do also see classes also in your future time when you are ready for that. So that is they're very open there. You'd be surprised. So that's all they're saying at this time.
Excellent. Thank you. Much love.
Okay, so next up is Liz, and her first question, is there a message for me from you?
Yes, we have known each other in many lifetimes. I believe you are aware of it. And even on this incarnation, on this world, we've had close encounters, let's put it that way. During my time here, you were here also, basically. I believe you have a feeling of that. So we've had many incarnations as a close connection. And at this time, yes, you're here to open the world up in your own way. You are assisting many, as everyone is, in their own way, opening up the earth as it rebirths itself into more of what it has forgotten. Blessings.
Okay, and Liz would also like to know if there's any messages from Ashtar Command for her.
Yes, there's many Nordic beings around you. Also, positive reptilians are around you at this time. Most of them are underground. There's always water near where they are. Reason that water is there so they have a place to escape. Because sometimes they're in places they should not be. But this is for the healing process. They are in places where nobody can see them, basically. But you never know. The reason they are saying this is that you are there with them at times. So sometimes you might feel you are isolated because you're in an isolated place. And sometimes you might have astral connections that you don't understand, is because when you reconnect back to your body, you're going through a lot of this secrecy, you can say. And some beings on watch, like, what were you doing here, type of thing. So at this time, yes, your presence, it does seem like you are in Washington, D.C. a lot recently, but there's other places. Washington seems to be a hangout in your astral. Of course, there's other places you go to. That seems like where is the healing is, because you're allowing much of the secrets out, meaning leaks for more, so people understand what is truly going on there. Blessings.
Okay, so next up is Amran, and his first question, What happened to my higher self? It feels like he either merged with my father angel, who's also me, or he left the position for my father angel because I don't feel my higher self anymore. It feels like another one.
Yes, you have disconnected for some time. It seems like you're on a journey, but your higher self is still there. It is, yes, I believe your higher self is still there. It has not moved or has not. You were separated yourself for your higher self for a time being. You're on a journey that is, you're testing yourself. I believe when you reconnect to your higher self, you'll see your higher self very different because you're seeing another side of your higher self you have not seen before. So I do not believe you fully disconnected. And this other side, it's another side of your higher self that you are seeing, but you feel distant. Once you reconnect, you will see another version of your higher self because you have changed, basically. I do see the dragon energies around you, but it has a lot to do with this timeline energy that you're connected to also.
Okay, so I have Amran's second question. I'm engaging with a lot of demonic beings in my dreams or astral. What am I doing in astral? Is it a war?
Yes. And that is, as I said, testing yourself. And this is why you disconnected from your higher self to engage in this situation. And it is an angelic war, but not one that you feel like you will not get lost. But it is also opening up chambers on this planet so humans can see the truth. Right now, you see there's many blockages here for humans to see what's going on. You're unblocking. This is your way of doing this. As for how long this will go, it does seem like it's going to be some time. Your soul has a contract with this situation, and you knew that before you even incarnated. There will be times when you connect to this type of event. And I don't believe this is the last one, but I believe this is the most chaotic one at this time, at least. But you're learning a great deal from what I'm seeing.
Okay, next up is Lucy.
Yes.
Hello, Buddha.
Yes.
Hi, I was listening to a talk you were giving the other day with Ivan, and you were saying that you could actually speak forcefully or demandingly to your guides if they're not talking to you, or you
Yes.
can ask for new ones. And I will sit in meditation and I just hear myself, and I know that's what it's supposed to sound like when they're first coming through, but one of my guides happens to be my grandfather, who's an angel, and I did speak forcefully to them last night, but I would like to know why I am not hearing them.
Yes, it seems like you had a disagreement with them.
Oh.
And it has not been resolved. So basically, I say let's resolve this, because it does seem like, not to say that turned their back on you completely, but they call it a blockage where this is where your communication has been not as clear as it could be. One moment. Yes, they just say forgiveness. It's something, yes, I believe something happened in Astral, a few conversations there that caused a lot of disconnect when you came back into your body. This is some time that they have not been talking to you either, it seems. So,
Yes, it's been a while.
yes, ask them to clear whatever this is. I believe you will have a reconnection. I do see a flower up here, so you might see a flower appearing, meaning they have made peace with you. Okay. So whatever it is, they're not going into details with me.
So they're not telling you what the argument was?
Well, that's a personal matter.
Oh, okay.
They would not tell the whole world. This is none of the world's business.
Okay. I'll talk to Ivan.
But, well, you can just, in your meditation, you can connect to that, however you want to do.
All right. And then, okay, well, how about some messages from the angels then? My guides aren't talking to me.
Angels, one moment. Well, yes, it seems like not your angels. Your guides have become very stubborn with you. So stubborn on their side and stubbornness on your side. The idea is to make truce, and that has not happened yet. It will. So whatever it is, that you're not remembering what it is.
No.
So just ask for peace, and I believe they will start to flood in. One at least should say at least one word.
Okay. Thank you very much,
Yes.
and blessings to you.
Blessings to you. Yes.
Okay, so next up is Christy, and her first question: what was Stephen Holmes and I doing in astral? He was with me and Hayden. Was he with me and Hayden my whole dream?
Yes, I believe he was watching out for you because you were assisting each other actually. Yes, you were, because he can connect to one energy and you can connect to another. So you're actually there for each other. I believe it was an astral. It had a lot to do with the healing of the earth, basically. I do see you actually in the core of the earth, but I just see the two of you working together, basically. They're not going into details because it's not for everyone to hear. I believe you can connect with that. But yes, he was with you for the majority of your dream, yes.
Okay, her second question: what's my connection with the Egyptian lion goddess Sekhmet? Is she working on my energy?
This is like a sister energy to you. A family affair is happening. She sees that you need assistance, and that is why she is there. So it was a mutual connection. She has been away for some time, and you asked for her to bring assistance. So you can, basically for Hayden's, mostly for his purpose. So the two of you, mother and son, can connect better because you're not always connecting. There is a disconnect there, and she's there to assist with the connection. That is the message.
Okay, so next up is Colin, and his first question, it's Colin Hochter. He's new, I believe. Are there any messages from my guides?
Yes, it does. From what they are saying, you are connecting to other worlds in your dream state, other Earth realities. You can bring this into your reality by just going by your intuition, basically. But it does seem like these other Earths are this knowledge you're bringing back can empower you, basically. The idea you're connecting to them is to raise your energy levels here, to raise your abilities, to strengthen yourself so you can go on your spiritual path the way you intend to. So you're connecting to many powerful angels also. The archangels you are very, I wouldn't say intimate with, meaning in a way where you can learn their teachings better and channel their energies, from what I'm seeing. Blessings.
Okay, so Colin's second question: do you, Buddha, have any messages for me?
Yes. Right now, I do see you as a free spirit. One that can, yes, see through reality that has been given to you. And part of you is ready to go to be more the person you wish to be here. And some of you is holding back for good reason. You don't want to be seen too strange here. So you're at a balance that is right for you. You're healing yourself. Also, I believe you will start to express your spiritual beliefs more in a public manner when the time is right. So basically I see you on the right track. You are connected to your guides more than you might realize. And this is giving you guidance. You might not always hear them, but I believe you are feeling their messages. You are receiving it well. And so in this pattern, you will clear out whatever blockage that is in front of you. And that is just the human belief system. I believe you are already taking that apart from what I see. Blessings.
Okay, so next up is Mary Mary. What can I do during this time to discover my passion?
Well, of course, I would say meditate on it. Meditate for, does not mean hours, but in my case, it would be hours or even days. I do see the angel Metatron around you very strong. I believe you are aware of that. And basically what he is saying is to connect to stones. Stones, crystals, read their energies. Do readings for others if you wish to do so. Because that seems to be something that will open you up more. And you might say, I don't know what I'm doing. You'd be surprised if you go by your intuition. You'd be surprised how much you do know. There's also a mediumship with you speaking to those on the other side. I do see that channel opened also that has not been fully explored. Blessings.
Okay, so I have Mary's second question. I don't believe I asked it. Sorry, I just got confused. Any messages for me? Any messages for me or my husband or children?
One moment. Only that you are connected in the right, there's not many messages here from what I see. You are connected in the right ways. You are, let's see here. I have to do a message for myself because I'm not receiving anything. Basically, all of you have known each other at different lifetimes, and you're healing each other. In this healing process, you are growing among each other, such as the child in the family is going to be much like the father, from what I see, as a great of leadership I see. So, that is the message. Blessings.
Thank you. And next up is our new member, Oso.
Greetings.
He's just figuring out his mute. Just give him a sec. Not yet.
Good.
Nope. I just see you moving your lips. But it's okay. I do have his questions, so I'll ask what it was a contingency plan. So who is my spirit guide?
A elemental by the name of Garth. One is into music. One moment. One moment. We just leave it with that. There's many things coming through. I do see horns coming out of his head, but he's not giving me a clear indication of who he is exactly. That's okay. Oh, goat. Connected to the goats, that's what it is. Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay. So a second question. Do I have any messages from him or her?
Yes, he says you have a lot of magic. You are a reincarnated Garthian being. I believe you have an awareness of this. Also, you're very connected to the angels. Michael seems to be very friend. That is a very strong friend you have there. But you are being healed by Michael's energy at this time. But you do spend a lot of your time in Agartha. You are part of the awakening direction that's going on. But right now you are relearning your abilities, basically. One moment. You did know Yahshua during his time, but I believe as an angel you're around that time period. One moment. And right now, your guides are showing, they're like breadcrumbs. They're just putting breadcrumbs around you at this time. You're just finding one out of the other, and you'll see yourself sprout out more. They do show you connected to the tree collective. As for, this is a way how you can connect to others using the trees to connect to your own abilities. Meaning that connecting to the trees will activate your abilities. It'll help you channel, basically. Blessings.
Okay, and I have one more question from Carrie Atwood, and just requesting messages from guides.
Yes, one moment. Yes, you are on your spiritual path, but you're also, yes, your guides show you as a teacher of others. They do show audio, like you'll have the audio healing through audio. Your voice is very healing. It could be a meditation, whatever it is. They show audio as a way for you to convey your message, but also for healing. They show healing is a very big part of your life. And they say audio can be, especially a walk-through meditation will be very assisting to others. That is up to you, of course. There are other methods, but that is one that they are showing at this time. Blessings.
Okay, Buddha, that's it.
All right,
thank you so much for coming in.
Yes, sending you all love and transitional love, of course. All right.
Welcome back. So Stephen's going to give us our first blessing.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Next.
Thank you, Ivan. Thank you all.
And Michelle.
Namaste.
All right, thank you. All right, 12 everyone, and good night, and I'll see you this Thursday. Okay.